our diesel engine and our auto engine, or the auto cycle and the diesel cycle. So as you can recall, when we are discussing yung ating classification ng ating internal combustion engine. So can you recall ano nga yung ating uh, method of ignition kapag we have a diesel cycle? Arabia, nandito ba? And so as we discussed, ano
Yes
yung
po,
ating
sir.
method of ignition?
Yun po ba yung, hindi ko po matukoy yung mismong word, pero yun po ba yung by compressing po? Hindi po
Okay, so
gumagamit ng
okay, so that's it
spark.
naman. Yun na yung mismo yung word natin. We are using compression ignition kapag diesel cycle yung ating gagamitin. Stephen, absent ka nga kahapon, no?
Yes po, sir.
And so kindly before I accept you sa ating next class, next face-to-face class. So sa Wednesday next week, kindly have yung ating admission slip from the guidance office. Para lang sa documentation ko that you are absent for our class yesterday.
Sige po, sir.
Okay. So I hope we are still clear naman with our definition ng ating diesel engine. Kasi for now, we are going to have the formulas we're going to use when we are analyzing a diesel cycle or the diesel engine natin. Okay, so wait lang. Let me present lang yung ating presentation. Wait lang. Okay, so I think we will have a short short discussion for today kasi almost the same naman yung mga gagamitin nating formula with the uh, diesel cycle from our auto cycle. So may konti lang yung differences. And okay, so as you can see in the lecture notes, yung first part natin ng diesel standard cycle, this is just a brief background lang din of our history ng ating air standard diesel cycle. Okay, so again, katulad nung first discussion natin, air standard yung pinag-uusapan natin. Okay, so it is Rudolf Diesel, a German thermal engineer who invented the internal combustion engine that bear his name, which is the diesel engine. He was also distinguished connoisseur of the arts, a linguist, and a social theorist. So, just a brief background lang sa kanya and how he developed yung ating diesel engine. So, you can have this as your ano din, as your reference kung saan ba nagmula yung ating diesel engine. We're going to start on how are we going to analyze yung ating processes, yung ating mga processes in the diesel cycle. Okay, wait lang. Medyo mabagal yung internet. Hindi ba nawawala naman yung connection ko? Yung audio ko? Hindi naman nawawala.
No, sir.
Okay. So, for the air standard diesel cycle, ang kaibahan lang dun sa ating auto engine is that yung ating heat addition part is in constant pressure, not in constant volume. So, for the processes natin, we still have an isentropic compression. The constant, tapos ito yung mapapalitan, yung ating constant volume heat addition is magiging constant pressure heat addition. Then, we have the isentropic expansion and the constant volume heat rejection. So, kung makikita natin, if you are going to compare it sa ating air standard auto cycle, itong process 2 to 3 lang yung mababago. So, using that, we can have this PV and then TS diagram natin. So, kung yung sa ating Otto cycle, we have the constant isentropic, constant volume, then isentropic expansion and constant volume. Sa diesel naman, we're going to have this constant, uh, we will have this constant pressure heat addition. So again, kapag i-construct natin from the beginning ng ating four-stroke cycle, yung ating diesel engine, yung ating diesel cycle, so we have the PV diagram. So we still have the intake stroke, and then isentropic expansion, compression. We have the isentropic compression, and then the heat addition natin is constant pressure heat addition, and then isentropic expansion ulit, and constant volume heat rejection. Okay, so this will be our PV diagram ng ating diesel cycle. So we have this heat addition dito, and then heat rejection dito. Okay, so this is our PV diagram. So kindly always remember this part kasi importante yung ating PV diagram when we are analyzing diesel cycles. Okay, so we have also here our TS diagram. So we still have the process 1 to 2, and then heat addition natin is constant pressure, and then constant volume yung ating heat rejection. Okay, so for the compression ratio, since this is same pa din naman, we have isentropic compression. So we still have the same formula for our compression ratio. So we still have our RK is the V1 over V2. Ayan, since yung atin namang volume 4 is equals to our volume 1, that is also equals to V4 over V2. But that will not be equal to V3 over V4 over V3 katulad no ginagamit natin sa Otto cycle. Okay, so ito. So we also have yung ating cut-off ratio. So yung ating cut-off ratio naman, that is the ratio ng ating volume at the end of the heat addition, or yung ating 3 or the volume 3 natin over our volume at the beginning of the heat addition process. So yun yung tinatawag nating cut-off ratio. So for the formula ng cut-off ratio natin, that is simply the V3 over V2. And then since we have magkaiba yung ating compression ratio, yung ating volume 3 and 2, magkaiba ngayon ang magiging formula natin sa ating expansion process. So we have this expansion ratio. So sa expansion ratio naman natin, that is just simply at the end of the volume at the end of the expansion over the volume at the beginning of the expansion process. So our expansion ratio, that is simply V4 over V3. So with these two formulas, we can have another formula for our compression ratio. So if RC natin ay V3 over V2, and we are going to multiply it by our RE, V4 over V3, we have V4 over V2, wherein yung V4 natin, that is equals to V1. Tama? And then we have a V1 over V2, which is our compression ratio. Yan. So we can simply have our compression ratio is equal to the cut-off ratio times our expansion ratio. Okay, so are we clear with these formulas? May mga nadagdag lang tayo, especially nagkaroon tayo ng bagong formula for our cut-off ratio, and we also have our expansion ratio. And then we have arrived in the new formula for our compression ratio, wherein that is equals to our cut-off ratio multiplied by our expansion ratio. Okay, so are we clear with the first part ng ating formulas? Kindly have the reaction. And okay, so for the displacement volume naman, we still have the same formula. we have the volume 1 minus our volume 2. So for the percent clearance, hindi na natin siya i-derive kasi na-identify na natin to last time sa ating discussion. So we have our clearance or the percent clearance natin that is just simply our V2 over VD, and then our RK that is equals to 1 plus our clearance, percent clearance over our percent clearance. So same pa din sa auto cycle to. And also the clearance volume natin, same pa din sa ating auto cycle. So ang kaibahan lang sa heat added natin, since this is a constant pressure heat addition, hindi na natin gagamitin yung MCV delta T. So we are going to have MCP delta T dahil ang constant natin ay yung ating pressure. So yung delta T natin, that is the T3 minus T2. So we have MCP times T3 minus T2. For the heat rejected naman natin, wala pa ring changes kasi we still have a constant volume process for the heat rejection process. So ang formula pa din natin is this MCV T4 minus T1. And then work net natin, just the same, the heat added minus our QR. And then we have the PVT relations. We have discussed this last time naman. I will not be further explaining this. Same pa din kasi we still have an isentropic process. So same pa din yung ating PVT relations na gagamitin for state points 1 and 2. And then again, we have yung ating 1.3 for hot standard and 1.4 for cold air standard. Okay, so again pala, yung kahapon natin, ayan, sige, continue muna tayo. So we also have yung ating PVMRT, magagamit pa din natin yan. And then first, process 2 to 3 naman, that is a constant pressure process. So kapag constant pressure process, we're going to have this formula. And that is just equals to our RC. So since our V3 over V2 is just equals to our T3 over T2, then we can conclude that our T3 over T2 is also our cutoff ratio. And then for the heat added, we have discussed this already kanina. Yung heat added natin, that is MCP delta T. So for process 3 to 4 naman, that is also isentropic pa din, isentropic expansion. So we still have the same formula na ginamit natin sa ating auto cycle. And then for the process 4 to 1, also that is a constant volume process. So same pa din yung ating gagamitin katulad din sa ating auto cycle. But then for the heat rejected, we have the MCV delta T. So ito pala yung hindi ko na-mention kahapon. But then I pointed it out to you that kapag given ang K natin, kindly use yung ating formula for CB, which is yung ating R over K minus 1. Kasi yung value natin na to, itong CB natin na value na to, this is only for cold standard. Okay, so try to solve this, yung ating R. So as our R is equals to yung R natin, let's have it, di ba we have 53.34 and this is in, palitan lang natin. So we have 53.34. 53.34, that is in feet pound force per pound Rankine over yung K natin. Let's try sa 1.4 minus 1. And then since yung binigay sa atin is in BTU, so we are going to convert yung feet pound natin to BTU. So we have 1 BTU over 778 feet pound. Ayan. So solving this, so paki-try nga. with a 53.34 divide 778 over 1.4 minus 1. Makicalculate. And then, are you going to arrive in this value? The 0.171. Okay, so yun lang. Hindi ko lang napakita yung comparison kahapon. But then, just to prove that yung ating value ng CV na binigay dito is only applicable for cold standard cycle natin. So kapag hot standard yan or binigay yung value ng K natin, or example, sinabi na that is a cold standard pero may binigay na ibang value ng K aside from 1.4, you are always going to use yung formula natin on how are we going to have our CV. Okay, I hope we are clear with that. Okay, so next natin, we have our thermal efficiency. So thermal efficiency, we still have the same formula. We have the work net, excuse me, we have the work net over our QA, and then yung work net natin, that is simply the QA minus QR. And then ito magiging 1, and then QA minus QR. So we have these values, but then we can also have yung ating formula using our compression and cutoff ratio. So we arrive, by derivation, makukuha natin itong ating value na ito. Okay, so let's just show that this is our formula talaga. Pwede natin gamitin yung ating cutoff ratio and then our compression ratio when we are solving for our efficiency. Okay, so again, yung formula natin for our efficiency, sulat na natin yung pinaka-formula na nakuha natin. So we have 1 minus 1 over RK raised to K minus 1 times RC raised to K minus 1 over RC raised to mali pala, K RC minus 1. Okay, so paano ba natin makukuha itong value na ito? So ngayon, we are given with the formula ng ating efficiency that is equals to 1 minus QA over QR natin, di ba? Mali pala, baliktad. We have the QR over QA. And then, we all know that our formula for QR is the MCV delta T. So we have T4 minus T1. And then our QA naman is MCP T4, mali. T3 minus T2. Okay, so we have this formula already. Excuse me. Okay, so ngayon, cancel natin yung ating MCP. And then we have the CV over CP. So as you can remember, yung K natin, that is equals to CP over CV. Ano? CP over CV. So meaning our CV minus our CV over CP, that is just simply equals to 1 over K. Yan. So we have 1 minus 1 over K, and then we have yung ating T4 and T1. So ilabas natin yung T4. So kapag nilabas natin yung T4, we're going to have, mali pala, T1 pala ilabas natin. Pag nilabas natin yung T1, we have T4 over T1 minus 1. And then, pag naman dito sa kabila, nilabas natin yung T2 natin. That is simply our T3 over T2 minus 1. Okay. So we also have our T1 over T2 here. So as you can remember sa ating PVT relation, yung T2 over T1 natin, that is just simply our RK raised to K minus 1, or the V1 over V2 raised to K minus 1. So we can simplify it as 1 minus 1 over K, and then since this is reciprocal nito, So we are going to have 1 over rk raised to k minus 1. And then, yung T3 over T4, T3 over T2 natin, that is just simply our RC. And then, we have minus 1. So, paano naman nakuha yung ating RC raised to K? Paano naman nakuha tong part na to? We have the RC raised to K. So, we have here our, so, compute lang natin sa ibang side. So, we have our T4 over T1. So, yung, balikan natin yung T2 natin, which is equals to T1 raised to RK K minus 1. Okay, so this is from the relationship ng ating T2 and T1. And then we have our T3 to be equals to our T2 raised to RC. So since yung T2 natin is equals to T1 RK raised to K minus 1, we can simply have T1 RK raised to K minus 1 times RC. Okay? And then, we have our T4 to be equals to our T3 times our V3 over V4 over K minus 1. Okay, so this is from our process. This is from our process 3 to 4 relationship natin. And then, ang sunod natin, we are going to have our value for V3. So yung V3 natin, we know that that is the RC over times our V2. Kasi V3 over V2 is equals to our cutoff ratio. So our V4 is equals to V1, which is yung ating V1 is equals to V2 RK. So this is another relationship from volume 2 to volume 1. So we can have our V3 over V4 is equals to RC over RK. Ano? So kapag ginawa natin V3 over V4, makakancel lang yung ating makakancel lang naman yung ating V2. So ang matitira na lang is our compression ratio, our cutoff ratio over our compression ratio. Okay, so going back dito sa ating T4. So we have T4 is equals to our T1. Kasi T3 yan, di ba? So ang T3 natin, we identified it to be equals to T1 RK raised to K minus 1 RC. And then, ano yung remaining terms natin? We have the V3 over V4, which we identified to be RC over RK. So we have RC over RK raised to K minus 1. So we have our T4 is equals to, so ito cancel lang to dito, kasi that is just the same. So matitira na lang natin is T1 RC and then RC raised to K minus 1. So T4 natin, that is just simply T1 and then this will be RC raised to K. So our T4 over T1 is equals to RC raised to K. So we are going to arrive to RC raised to K minus 1. So arranging this formula na derive natin using these properties, so we are going to have the formula for our efficiency to be 1 minus, so inunan lang yung ating RK raised to K minus 1. So, di ba itong formula na to, this is for Otto cycle. Can you remember it? Ito yung formula natin for our Otto cycle. Ayan. So, madadagdagan lang yung formula natin for Otto cycle and that will become yung ating RC raised to K minus 1 over K times RC minus 1. Okay, so I just show you how are we going to derive yung ating formula for the efficiency. But then, medyo madami nga siyang sinusuutan, kaya mas maganda if you will just going to memorize this formula. This is very beneficial kapag tinatanong lang yung ating efficiency, given lang yung ating RK and RC. So you can have already our efficiency using these values. Okay? So, kindly remember these formulas natin for our efficiency. So, nadagdagan yung formula natin. And so, we also have our mean effective pressure, katulad sa auto cycle. That is the work net over our VD. So, that is the work net over V1 minus V2. Okay, so are we clear with the formulas to be used in analyzing diesel cycles? Clear naman to. So, balik tayo dun sa ating mga problems dito. Ayan. So since this is just the same naman with our auto cycle, I hope you can try to solve yung ating mga sample problem dito. So, like yung ginawa natin last time, I will be going to start and then you are going to solve it and this will be served as your attendance for today. Okay, so wait lang. Let me just arrange yung presentation. Wait lang. Okay, so let's have this sample problem or problem number 2. But then I will be just be going to start lang and then kayo na yung kumuha ng lahat ng hinahanap natin. So we have our given dito. Again, kapag ka may problem, nakita that is the diesel cycle, the first step is for you to write ang ating PV and TS diagram. So unahin lagi yung ating PV diagram. So we have a constant pressure heat addition dito. So dapat tuwid ito at the pressure side. And then we have here the point 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so let's have our given. So, ang ano ba yung mga given natin dito? So, we have our compression ratio or the RK natin that is equals to 13.5. And then we have the cutoff ratio to be cutoff ratio occurring at 6% of the stroke. So, that is the clearance natin. Since yung cutoff ratio daw natin is at 6% ng ating stroke. So that will be our percent clearance. That is the 6% or equals to 0.06. And then, ano pa yung binigay sa atin? We have our pressure 1 to be 14 PSIE. And then, yung ating T1, given yung ating hot air standard. Tapos, giniven ng K na. And then, ang sinabi dyan, we have the initial of 1 cubic feet. So meaning that is our V1. That is 1 feet cube. Okay, so we have this given na. So hanapin natin lahat ng ating required dito. So using yung mga mention natin ng formula kanina, you are going to have all the pressures, temperatures, and volume. So given na yung ating P1, T1, and V1, so hanapin na lang lahat ng ating pressure. So we have the pressure, temperature, and volume at point 2, 3, and 4. So hahanapin nyo lahat yung ating values nun. And next, we have our heat added in BTU. So kindly reminded of our unit na hinahanap. We have the BTU. We also have our QR in BTU, the efficiency, the mean effective pressure, and we have additional formula dito that for the rate of the circulation ng 1,000 cubic feet per minute, you are going to compute for the horsepower. Okay, so kayang sagutan itong ating sample problem. So we still have plenty of time remaining, and then I will be going to assign this to you. So you can continue din naman after ang class naman kasi natin hanggang 11:30 lang So since I know na baka may klase pa kayong kasunod, you can continue it until tonight. So I will be making the due until tonight lang. And then next time or meeting natin, 'di ba, that's online. So we are going to discuss these problems. So tingnan natin kung tama yung mga ginawa nyo in solving this problem. So almost binigay ko na naman lahat ng formula kaya I hope wala na magiging problema in solving this one. Okay, so I will be assigning this sample problem number 2 to be due until tonight. But you are also going to try to solve yung ating ibang diesel cycle problem dito. Meron pa ba dito? So, yung problem 6 natin, auto. Ito. So, you're going also to answer yung problem 7 and 8 natin. Ayan. So, yung due naman yung atin lang problem number 2. 7 and 8, try to solve it. At ang due naman yan will be on our next meeting pa. So that we can also discuss these problems on our next meeting. Tapos, di ba next meeting natin is Tuesday. By Wednesday, you're going to have your quiz number 1. I hope na remind ko yun last time. Nasabi ko naman sa inyo kahapon, Ayan. Okay, so I think that's it. Let's have first pala our attendance. Buwan. Buwan. Wala. Perez. Kriza.
Present po.
Okay. So, si Buwan nandito. Villena. Jerome.
Present po.
Anakan.
Present po.
Zalameda.
Sir, nagpaalam din po siya.
Ito ba yung libing? Tama?
Yes po.
Okay. So that's okay naman. Perez, Kent.
Present po, sir.
Espinili.
Present po, sir.
Hernandez. Hernandez. Generoso.
Present po.
Dehan.
Present po, sir.
Demandal.
Present po.
Pita. Pita.
Present po, sir.
Santos.
Present po.
Arpia.
Present po.
Sumadsad.
Present po.
Salazar.
Present po.
Mercado.
Present po, sir.
12.
Sir, yun po yung nagpaalam na may sakit po.
Okay. De Los Santos.
Present po, sir.
Arcelias.
Present po.
Olave.
Present.
Haen.
Present po, sir.
Cruzat.
Present po.
Del Mundo.
Present po, sir.
Katapang.
Present po.
Seryosa.
Present po.
Barion.
Present po.
Alimagno.
Present po.
Alessandra. Gilies.
Present po.
Aguila,
Present po.
Arena,
Present po.
Sarabia,
Present po.
Magsino,
Present po.
Hermoso,
Present po.
Taniano,
Present po.
Motas,
Present po.
Atienza,
Present po.
Alamano,
Present po.
Cocosa,
Present po.
Rojas,
Sir, present po.
Alcantara,
Present po.
Patulot, Aliali,
Present po.
Delen,
Present po.
Arabia. Okay. Okay, so may hindi ba natawag? Hernandez, okay naman. Parang nag-present ka naman kanina nung natawag ka. Okay, so do you have any other concern before we end the class? So kindly raise your concern if you have any questions. Any question with our discussion? Wala naman. Okay, so I hope we're clear. So just use our time to solve yung ating sample problem 2 and try to continue for our 7 and 8. Okay, so with that, thank you, and then you can already leave our meeting.
Thank you po, sir.